Here's a tip to have your liners with complicated cuts ready for when your patient arrives. Hi, I'm Jeff, CPO with Ottobock, and this is O&P Workshop Insights. To begin with, take your liner, a measuring tape, a pen, a washable marker, and some sharp scissors. You always want to use a very sharp pair of scissors. I always dedicate one pair of scissors only for liners so that I don't use it on anything else, so that it always has a nice clean cutting edge. Place the markings on that liner in the pattern that you need. It's always helpful to have the patient don their prosthesis. You can take note of where the liner is at the edge of the trim line. Give a little bit of extra in this step so that the liner folds over the edge of the trim line. When you're ready to cut, take your sharp scissors and start in the edge here, a nice straight cut, and you're gonna follow your drawing line all the way around, keeping nice graded tension, and you can kind of pull back on the liner material as you're cutting as well to prevent any kind of jagged edges on the cut. You can also turn your scissors on a canted edge, and then on, for instance, the medial trim line, you can have a nice flat area for the liner to fall against the skin. Your liner is now cut. Perhaps the biggest time saver is to document what you've done. So at the end of it, what I do, I place some butcher paper down, and I'll place the liner over the butcher paper, and I will trace with a pen exactly where the trim lines are. I'll also notate any important information such as the liner type. This is the Skio Skin Guard 6Y85, and this is a size 500. I'll put the patient information here, today's date, and then I'll mark any other information such as the pin type. To make it more precise, I'll even take some measurements from various parts. So in this case, with a locking liner, this is the Skio Skin Guard 6Y85. I'll measure from the edge of the umbrella to the center of the anterior and get that measurement, and I'll transfer that measurement on the paper. Then I'll do the medial, lateral, and also posterior. Take any specific notes, any other documentation you need for that specific patient. Once you've transferred all of your information to your butcher paper, I have an artist portfolio. This is great because now I can number my patient's information and place it in here for safekeeping, just sliding it into the sheath, and I can easily refer to that in the future. This is great because when the patient calls and is ready for a new liner, you can simply refer to your portfolio and already cut the liner and have it ready for when the patient comes to you, and you can deliver that with ease, saving you and the patient time and money. Let us know what you think in the comments, and be sure to follow along with our future videos at Ottobock Professionals. Feel like a hunter with his trophy.